reaction generally means three things: the blood circulation, the nervous system, and the heart. So if somebody comes back to you and say, after consuming Gano, I'm having severe pain in my head. So the next question you must ask them is that, which part of the head? Important. Because now you're trying to minimize, you're trying to investigate, narrow down where is actually the main problem. So that easier for you to explain to them, easier for them to make sense what they are feeling. Okay? Now, let's just go through. If you have the pain in your front side of your head, so front side here, the front side of your head, it's indicating some neurosis due to mental burden, too much thinking. Okay? This is theory lah, okay, theory. But for me, when you have this front head dizziness, it's mainly the circulatory system.
Sure.
Circulatory system. Our blood circulation is the highway. The moment highway traffic jam, anybody can go home? No. So that is the pain receptor. So usually it's circulation problem lah. Next one is the ear loops or migraine, ear loops. So migraine because of the balancing, ear loops. That means the connectivity, blood circulation connectivity towards the ear loop and our balance is lying, alignment lying. Okay. Balls. So balls in the, it's not only on the skin surface. Sometimes if it's on the head and the scalp, also indicates toxin removal. So if, make sure they don't get too alarmed when they suddenly see balls and blisters in the scalp. You are able to explain to them. So let me ask you guys, if somebody is having balls in the head, what can we do to ease them? What can we do to fasten the process of toxin removal?
Sweat.
Sweat.
Gano oil.
Yes, drink more water. Get them to sweat. Then eventually the balls all will suppress. Because you see, not everybody is okay with toxin removal via the scalp. That's quite scary. So what we can do, we can try to manage a different way of the toxin removal. Something that they could actually be eased about it. And then we have, okay, the pain and dizziness, again, it's the blood circulatory system. So a lot of people will tell that they have vertigo, pening, dizziness and all that. And they're difficult for them to get proper treatments because many people do not understand why that's happening. Some people will say because they're not sleeping well, or they might say because they are thinking too much and all that. Sometimes it's just because the circulation towards the head region. Second reason might be is your hemoglobin will be low. What is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the protein that carries oxygen in our red blood cells, which means oxygen level is a bit low towards your head region. So the brain supply, the chemical balancing will vary. That's why the dizziness. Number one. The third reason, when you have inflammation of the joints, what affects? When you have inflammations of my shoulder joint, stiffness of neck, what affects? My circulation affects.
Circulation.
So that could also be the reason why dizziness. It's all about the supply towards the head region.
Does it also affect the person get sleepy throughout the day?
No. Actually, our brain needs abundant supply to shut down and initiate deep sleep. It needs a lot of oxygen supply. So, if a person is sleeping a lot, that means the deep sleep is not there for rebalancing. It doesn't mean that the circulation having problem. It means that the balancing is needed more time. Because when we have deep sleep, a lot of regenerating process will happen. So if you're having sleep, you feel more sleepy during the daytime, that means in the night, the solidness of your sleep is not there. Even though I'm explaining the same thing, but the reason is different.